Welcome everyone to another stream of Gentleman Didn't Fit. The hell? To another stream of Gentleman Didn't Finish any of the things he said he'd finish before the stream because he was distracted. Why are we at this screen? We are no longer at that screen. Yes, indeed, visuals. I know we all wanted this. Anyway. No. You. How has your day been, Sima? Great start. Alright, that was my sister. She immediately closed the phone. I don't know why, what happened. It has been wonderful, marvelous, you'd say. Well, I am very glad to hear that, Simax. That is indeed excellent news. So, I did do a few things for the sound effects. The monster stepping is a bit more tricky than I had initially imagined due to the fact that, well, uh, would you say that? Due to the fact that it is very easy for the audio to get desynced from the animation. And I am very glad you have had a great day. My day has also been pretty good. Anyway, we want not entirely certain what image size we'd like. Just to be safe, make it a 512 by 512. Background transparency. And 72. Does that matter? No. Okay. This stream will be basically just making signs. Basically, but not entirely, hopefully. So, first we must test to see what kind of, how do you say it? What kind of font. It's right there. The word is literally right there. I should not have struggled with that. What kind of font we want to use. Now this could theoretically be done in Godot, but I don't think I can get it to look very good there. So it will be done here and then in Blender. To start off, let's say we want a sign for the X that is not just filled, please. Let's say we want the exterior. A sign for the exterior. Okay, so monospace is pants. Monospace bold is a bit better, but I think we want something different. Serif bold, no, that's too fancy. This also looks too fancy, yep. We can probably make this smaller, 12 pixels, maybe 14. We'd like something bold, clear. Why are there 3 deja vu suns that are all the same? Interesting. I don't think deja vu suns looks bad. Move this one down here. We'll keep this one to remember. You can be condensed bold, no. No. Deja vu serif bold. This is also a bit too fancy. Do you have anything in mind, Simax? Do you happen to have any font saved in your mind files that is actually really good for this occasion? Absolutely not free sense. You. Liberation. No. What do you think? Oh. Huh? What? Yeah, that was a silly question, really. This also doesn't look bad. Nimbus Sans Bold. It's a bit shorter, which I honestly like. Okay, let's save that. And let's keep going through the list. First, I need to select the thing that I'm not really no. Not a monoregular. No. Okay, this is just for specific languages. What the? Huh. No. No. Medefydrin. Huh. Ogam. Regular. Is there a bold for you? No. Doesn't look like it. Ah, yes. Runic. Regular. I always. I. What something. I always vaguely have in the back of my mind the fact that there is a runic font. But it is always amusing to see it. Yeah, you are specific languages, so it just defaults to this. Quicksand. Not really. This is way too fancy. I like Bookman, but it is way too fancy for this. No. Ah, yes, the Ubuntu fonts. Yeah, I think it's between this. I think it's between these two. Of course there is one. Don't be silly, Simax. Which one do we like better? Deja Vu Sans has like it doesn't have a lot of transparency with which I kinda like. But I do also like how close the letters are in Nimbus. However, I might be able to change that. To change that. Yeah, I can change that. Change that. Okay, then it is Deja Vu Sans. Wait, is this? No, it isn't the same font. Just very similar, which I suppose makes sense. They are both Sans. Sans Undertale. Okay, justify left. Alright. This is a great start. Imagine that this is an arrow. Please. You know what? Temporarily. Okay, there is literally no reason for you to disappear there, sir. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you will never guess what font the text box of Sans uses. You will never guess. And you will also never guess what font Papyrus uses. It is literally impossible to know. Simax, how did you know? Oh my god. He is an oracle. Okay, now I think we should decide on color. I think the exterior should be red, which I am supposed to change from here. You are indeed just that smart. Now, do we maybe want an outline? With black, just to make it more readable. And do we ever turn off anti-aliasing? No, I don't think so. Okay. Might bring you up to 16 again. And bold line with 2 is a bit much. Actually, you know, without anti-aliasing, the border is actually, the outline is actually better without anti-aliasing. Okay, so this is for the exterior. We would also want for the freight lift. Excellent. Which can be like maybe a green. A green would be fitting. I think freight lift. Then the sector exit. I guess. Sector 34 and sector 32 would be better. And this can be blue. That's the shoot blue, not the shoot blue. You are two very similar blues. We are also going to need one for sector 33 for when you're coming back from 32. Another one for sector 31 when you... Another one for sector 32. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And sector 31 for when you are in 32. 32. How are these looking? I'm not sure about this blue, but otherwise I would say pretty good. I think make it darker and slightly... Okay. Okay. Well, probably. Are these all different blues? These are all different blues. How did that happen? Okay, wait, let me use this blue for a moment. So that it gets registered. No, wait, were they different blues? I don't know, I have no idea. I think this was the original and I ruined it. A bit more vibrant. Okay, something like that. Wait, I copied it. Okay. I think you're too colorblind for this. Wait, you're colorblind? Did I know that? Was I aware of that information? And I just forgot? Simax, this is green, this is red, and this is blue. We are... Yes, I am aware. I'm pretty sure I have a something with teal and this, basically, this here. I'm pretty sure it is very blurred, more blurred for me than for the average person. Yeah, there was a very slight difference, but it may also be there. I did change like the value of the saturation by like 6, so can't really blame you. Other things we're going to need: storage, which should also be green. I think this green, yes. Ventilation. Which you know what, actually, I am going to make you this blue, and I'm gonna change you. You shall be yellow for no specific reason. And I didn't change your color. Okay, maybe not. Maybe orange. But not that orange. Let's be reasonable. Bit of a yellower orange. Yes, that's pretty good. Okay, Simax, I'll be waiting for your return. Ventilation, and other than ventilation, what else would we like? Maybe a generic Pantheon, which should be not completely white, but like that's pretty good. Okay, also move storage. Up here, and sector, let's start with 31. Move 31 down here, move 32, move 33, and move sector 34 as well. And move Pantheon. How much space are we oh god, okay. I think I grossly overestimated how much space I am actually going to need. Let's check 128. Okay, we've surpassed 128 at least. Guides. On the vertical it is also surpassed. So we go to 256, which I can just do with Guide, new guide, horizontal. Okay, and move Pantheon up here. Now that I think about it, I can just do no this. Okay, so other things we might need. Other than ventilation, like water pump, I guess. Water pump. Nutrition. Nutrition. Don't want to write pickup. Ah, yes, or yellowish orange. I don't know. Nutri pickup. We will need it later. The Nutri pickup. I put Pantheon up here just in case we need a generic Pantheon. Cheese orange, yes, cheese orange, exactly, Simax. Cheese orange is exactly what I had in mind. uh, uh, disposal. Should want fit. What fun thing happened today morning? I am curious. God damn it. Okay, disposal. Your name? What? What? Simax? What? Huh? Is everything okay? Why did they get arrested? What are you aware what they got arrested for? Was it bad? I mean, it was bad, but how bad? Okay. Well, exciting day, exciting way to start the morning, I guess. That is a way to start the day. Yeah, I suppose it must have been pretty bad indeed. 40 minutes. They were searching his house? Drugs. Interesting. Anyway. That's what we mean. What they were at his door. Now I am surprised they waited for 40 minutes for him to open up. Maybe I'm still right. He was high out of his mind. And they waited for him to just. Yeah, I'm really surprised they waited 40 minutes to break down his door. Or for him to open up whatever happened. Okay, he opened it. Anyway, what else would we like? Reactor, which I think yellow is fitting for the reactor. What is that yellow? That is disgusting. What? And here's something about cameras and the name. I see. Interesting. Well, too bad for that guy, I suppose. Oh, and the barracks, of course. I forgot the barracks. That is like the most important thing. Is that how you write barracks? I forgot. I'm sure you will remind me, Simax. Okay. Yay, yippee! I got it right. Woohoo! Do we need anything else other than this? I cannot currently remember, but there is a lot of space and it won't be particularly hard to update it, so. Hmm. I could do something that I may regret a little bit. I could do a little bit of this. Do I want the letters to be that big? I think this size is probably enough. Okay, that's no. So, canvas size 256 by 256, please. Resize, image, guides, remove all guides, but also new guide 128 vertical, keep this one. And we can export this. Game stuff for me, textures. And you will be Arcadia Prime. These aren't signs. What are these called? Hmm. Hmm. I guess they kinda are signs. Are they signs? I don't know if they are signs. Doesn't matter enough. RGBA. You know what? I actually lied. We are not done from here because we need arrows. How high are you? 14 pixels. Okay. So 14, but the height is 17. 17? That's annoying. Shrink by 1. How do I do arrows that make sense with this font? Hmm. 17 by 17, thank you. Placards, I mean, it's just color on a wall. That's what it is, but it is a form of signage, I suppose, so shouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, I would like the grid, please. Okay, why is the grid like this? One by one, please. Thank you. Five, maybe? Is this even centered? No, of course not. Because of you. No, sign is a good enough descriptor. Let's leave it at that, Simax. It's okay. No, wait. No. Yeah. Hmm. You can just let it go. Let it die, Simax. It's not important enough. Okay, Control C, Control V. Control V again. And Control V again. And you are too low. Alrighty. You must be green. How do I make you green? Will colorize function? Okay. Well, it is doing exactly nothing, so get the grid out of here, please. Okay, why is nothing working on this? Oh, I know why nothing is working on this. Because I had a selection, classic. Okay, that does not look right. No. Color it, no. Hmm. No, it's not that. Definitely not. Uh, this is close enough. I mean, not really, but Mm. Yeah, but these are paint. Mm. Okay, I should have maybe thought about some things earlier when it came to the creation of these arrows. Like that, I could have thought about that earlier. Okay, move you to here. And you to here, but this time with this yellow, and move you again to there. But with blue, this blue specifically. Or is it this blue? Is there a difference? No, there is not a difference. Okay. And now, can I just copy you and right, and bring you here, but first I am going to need to select these, copy, paste, bring them up here, and no, it doesn't really work. Why have I done this to myself? Okay, you know what? We are going back to this idea. Okay. No, that's not the correct blue. How is it different from there to there? I do not understand. But it is how it is, so yeah, whatever. Change the selection, we don't care. Just put a sample there. then this sample here. Okay, not that much. Sample here. And finally copy this. Okay. Okay. What? No. Stop that. And sample here. Okay. So first copy. Hue saturation. Color balance, maybe. No. It says hue chroma. Oh, how I wish that I could just choose a target. Yeah. You are probably right. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's the wrong one. This feels correct. This is really difficult. But you know what? It doesn't have to be because I'm stupid. This is 0, 90.1, and 31.4. I just need to find it through here, and I'm pretty sure it's LCH or HSV, whatever. So 0, 90, and 31.4. Can we remember that? 0, 90, 31.4. This is HCl. Master. I didn't look at what the target was. Thank you, Shimax. Okay, so the target is this. This is 241.6, 80.2, and 35.7. Okay. So you 241. What would it be through here? Because this is 0. This is 180. So minus 140? The saturation is minus 10. Minus 10.01, I guess. And the lightness is 4.3, which does not look close in the slightest. I mean, hue, saturation, lightness. Don't think so. Oh, okay, well, it's close. It's 241.6, so it would be like... Yes, there is also RGB. Good old RGB, but I don't think there is any option from here to tweak the RGB values. This would also be 39.4, I think. But why is the color so different still? Oh, you mean that. HSV, RGB, and there is also LCH, which is lightness, chroma, and hue. But it's weird and scary, so we don't deal with that. There is also whatever the hell this is. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Why is black K? But yeah, why does this look so different even though... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is correct. Wait a moment. 360, okay, it does go up to 360. Cancel. No. No. I wasn't sure why I thought this might have made a difference, but it was good to try it anyway. This does also affect the black. This is making the black lighter, which I didn't really take into account. And I probably should have. Where is the problem here? Oh, wait a moment. No. No. Okay, well, I don't know why those needed to change like that, but that's almost right. Okay, close enough. Next. Okay, where is green here? Here is green. Let's do that thing again just to get an idea. 142.9. 44.7 and 18.4. So I mean, already it should land at 142, which doesn't look entirely correct, but maybe. Saturation 44, the red is at 99, so 90, not 99. So minus 45. Okay, it does look closer, and 18.4 minus 13. Okay, well, this is something to go off of, I suppose. Why is it at master? Why did I put it at master again? God damn it. I thought I put it at red. Okay, well. Lower saturation. And the brightness. Oh. Yep, that's pretty good. I cannot tell the difference. If there is if there is a difference, I cannot tell what the difference is. Excellent. And you, which is 36.3, 79.3, and 58.8. I am wasting so much time here. It's okay, Simax. We are, when in doubt, just brute force. Brute force always works. There is nothing to worry about. Okay, so the original is. Can you please select? Thank you. 36.3.3. 90.1, 79.3. So let's do -20. That's too much. Doesn't matter. 31.450. No, this is correct. It needs 13 more here. Okay. Oh. Well, that is once again basically perfect. I will once again declare that if there is a difference, I cannot tell what the difference is, and I will therefore move on with my life for the good of my sanity. I declare this a great success. Splendid. Truly splendid. Uh, okay. Now start textures. Yippee. Open with GIMP. Now scale image. None 512. And let's do some stuff. Slur. Randomly slide some pixels downward. Okay, that's too much. Don't really like this effect. Filters, distort. Waves, erase, ripple. Lines, winds, waves. Noise. Similar to melting. Is there an actual thing that's melting? But no, doesn't look like it. No, it does actually do things. Filters. Hands. I would rather that it did not just apply itself immediately, but what can you do? Erode. Dilate. Edge detect. Hmm. Well, an HSV noise is good for start. Take this and just dull it a lot. Reduce the value. If I filter pixelize 2. Yep, that does have a nice result, I'd say. What would you say, Simax? I think we are going somewhere. I would maybe be willing to say just we can go with this maybe for now, but uh, I am unsure. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? This is good enough. AP signs. Files. Export. Alrighty. Okay, open Blender. One moment, hydration break. Good hydration break. Oh yeah, right. You will notice I have updated the collision. It is now square. I don't know if the game runs any better, but the old collision was annoying, so it is no longer how it used to be. It used to just be the same shape as the corridors, but now it doesn't have anything other than 90-degree angles, which I think works better. Okay, now we would like a corridor. You know what? Sure. You will do. Take this. Separate selection. And you will be uh, sign exterior. And we go to shading, and you get sign. If I can write sign material. And it will be this. And plug this in here, and the alpha in here. Straight color space closest. There we are. Okay. Bring me to here and rotate 90 degrees. Oh, you're almost done with Far Cry. That's great news, Simax. That is excellent news, I dare say. Okay, this is going to be a bit interesting. All the collectibles and missions. Well done, Simax. You're doing very good. Much goodly. Hmm. Okay, well, have fun with the final main missions. Enjoy. Hmm. Now this doesn't really work. Hmm. I think what we need is a U. No. Why did I think that I needed a U? Oh, that's a funny effect. How exactly did I think that this would help? Okay, disappear yourselves. Now, what if I do this and then move you here? That's the exact same thing. I am once again confused as to what I thought would happen. Okay, Simax. Not you. Where is the corridor T? I want to look at something. I need to check what kind of size we're dealing with. I have been a little bit silent, I realize. Hmm. Hey. One point. No, that's not what I wanted. 0.833. Ooh, ice cream. Good choice. What am I doing here? This is so incredibly not correct. But how do I make it correct? Okay, it's a 17 by 128. 17 by 128, so didn't actually want to do anything with this, but sure. And this is 5 by... Yeah, not really a good way to... Okay, this is 5 by 2, which is not at all this. Hmm. It's 0.13. And you're 0.4, so it needs to stretch like a whole lot. About 3 times, I guess. Allegedly. And yeah, that definitely looks normal. So now we just shrink you by 0.34 and we have our sign. Yippee! Yippee! Okay, and now move you to a sensible position. change to 0.25, and on the X sure 1.85. Okay, well, we have our exterior sign. Now we just need a whole lot more signs. Yippee! How is the ice cream, Simax? Sign. Sign freight. Just alright? How could it? How does it dare do that? Storage. Sector 34. An ice cream dessert. Isn't all ice cream dessert? Or do you mean like... There is one more flavor. And you only have chocolate. Ah, I see. And it's pretty bitter. Oh no, that's... No, you can't have that. That's like several levels of heresy. That's blasphemy even. Sectors, ventilation and water pump. Sign ventilation and sign water pump and notary pickup. Notary pickup. That's water notary pickup. It's too frozen, not smooth. Okay, that is slightly strange, but it does happen. Disposal. Mm. No, I feel like yeah, that's probably good for you. Okay, give me all the signs, please. Splendid. I may continue now. What else did we need? Disposal, reactor. And barracks. Not barracks, actually. There is also Pantheon. And finally, the arrows. Arrow red, well, yeah, sure. Arrow red, arrow green, arrow blue, and arrow yellow. Okay, hide these four for now. And let's start with you. The exterior can be hidden, we don't need it, it's finished. You need to move down here. Like that. Alright, disposal needs to move down here as well. Freight, you are here. Nutri, pickup is down here. Pantheon is over here. I guess a bit more to the left. The reactor is down here. Excellent. The sector 31 over here. Okay, now all the sectors. Sector 32 here. At least it should be, yes. 33, the good one, the best sector, really. Undeniably, the best sector. And storage, which is here, just close by. Come on, thank you. Ventilation, which is here, the first of the blues. And the water pump, which is right under ventilation. Splendid. Excellent. Now the arrows are going to be a little more annoying because we need this to be a square now. And for you to be a square, 0.14, nope. 3.8, no. 3.5, 3.4, 3.5. Okay, sure. Close enough. And move to here. 1.1, sure. Good enough. It was like 0.133, something like that. Looks square enough to me. Yippee. Okay, now actually delete this. Take you. First of all, move you to the actual blue. Okay. You can be red. And green. And yellow. So I have some news. For you see, I had a dangerous idea. There is this new champion in League of Legos. That Riot added. Don't worry, my idea is not to play League again. But, you know what, one moment. This is the boy. This is Locke. Don't remember what his title is, it does not matter in the slightest. But this is the boy. And you will see, as far as the design goes, it's not bad. I like it. What I like the most is this right here. The nail. I like the nail the most. He's like a monster slash demon hunter. And yeah, he could do better. The thing on his back is sick, the nails are sick, the glasses are fine. This coat is pretty good. You could do with a bit of armor, sure. Now, there is one very bad thing about the nail. How do you think he uses it? I don't know if he's an asshole. I haven't heard his voice lines and I haven't looked into his story because I don't care enough. Well done, he does in fact throw it. That is catastrophic levels of blasphemy and heresy. Nails are not meant to be thrown. Clearly, they are meant for you to run up to a demon, shove it in its spine, and then hit it with a hammer until it dies. I think we can all agree to that. That's incredibly more based than throwing a nail. That's what leaf-loving knife ears do. And we are not about that here. Shush, Max, that's tiny little bugs. That's a little buggish. The same things don't apply to bugs. Plus that's Hornet. She's sick for completely different reasons. But also, well, no, the weapon of the first game is a nail. I don't think, I think we throw pins. Yeah, we throw pins, not nails. Hornet has a needle, we throw pins. Some pins, not all pins are for throwing. And the knight has a nail. So yeah, clearly nails are for stabbing. As is proven by Team Cherry themselves, the goats. Anyway, that aside, it gave me the idea that I totally want to do a game where you stab demons with nails. So maybe coming soon. Who knows? After maintenance, maybe that's the path we'll take. And the thespian squads will come after. Hydration break. I will say, while I do like the aesthetic of maintenance, I am growing a little bit tired of it, but more importantly, I really want to make a dark castle. That's just my vibe. Like, yes, please, big dark castle, give me. I think we all agree to that. You know, a dark castle. Not literally dark, but just... Yeah, you know, the castle. I do have that one brick wall that is just right for a start. Maybe later. Anyway, now I need to export all of this. Wait, no, that's not the middle at all. No. How did this happen? Okay, that's pretty middle. Okay, export models PSX megastructure, and you will be sign arrow blue. Next up, sign arrow green. This is going to take a bit. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. I am open to feedback, of course. The one thing that I want to keep at all costs is the fact that you will stab demons with a nail. As for what type of game it will be other than that, I have no idea, who knows. I have not taken the concept anywhere further than that. I just saw the incredible missed potential of throwing nails instead of stabbing things with the nail. And I felt that I had to do something with that. Well, not 3 days, actually 4 days. Plus, there is a lot more work that I can do today. Look, realistically speaking, the only things that I need to finish until then is well, basically just the AI is the only thing that I really need to finish. Not the AI. Well, what? How had I called it? AB. I just need to finish the AB of the crawler. That is the most important thing. If I get the crawler working and like have maybe 2 days, 2 different cycles, that will be enough. And yes, you should be stressing me actually. That is for the best. I'm just thinking for the future. I'm just thinking about the next project. And I wanted to mention that because that is the idea that came to mind. I am not looking at doing that now. Do not worry. I am probably not going to spend any time working on any assets for that. You are probably going to get eaten. That or that was a weird beeping sound. That or a thespian squad will come down and save you. And they will find out that there are monsters. The crawler will be named into the Omicron crawler. And yeah. After that, shit will go down, and then the thespian squad game takes place, which doesn't exist yet, but thinking positively, thinking in a positive manner, think positive. Now, in a lot of short horror games, you end up dying, so I don't think anyone would be disappointed. Like one horror, like what do you call it? One indie horror series that I can think where you don't die. Well, yes, but there's going to be more than the crawlers. When that happens, I will have to make more enemies besides the crawlers. But it will be in an enclosed space, so it's going to be significantly different. When that happens, I am also probably going to give all of the assets a facelift. And by facelift, I mean they are probably going to be entirely redesigned. Because while I don't mind how they are for this project, if I were to make the Thespian Squad game one day, I think they would need to be a lot more different, a bit more detailed. But also, realistically speaking, those corridors don't have a lot of space for multiple people to be running in. Yeah, it would need a lot of work. So I am going to look into that when the time comes. It's not really designed for a shooter. It would make for very uninteresting levels. In the way that it is now. At least so, I think. The Pantheon sign, of course. The reactor. This is sector 31. Sector 31. No, but I will do this. I will do it this way. Storage doesn't make sense, but I want this to change. Sector 34. I wonder how it decides which one will take priority. Sector 33. And sector 32. And ventilation. And the water pump. At long last. You may be noticing that a lot of these rooms do not exist yet. That is indeed true. Very good noticing on your part. Well done. I hope you are proud with your noticing. Because it's very noticed. Well, my answer to that is I am just going to have the doors to where those rooms would be locked. So I don't have to make those rooms, but there is more corridor and more importantly, there is more vent. Well, there is the nutrition pickup, the reactor, and the water pump. So 3. You might also notice some other things, like the fact that there are so many more sound effects. The list of messes remains incredibly huge, as always. And you will also notice, my love, my beautiful baby boy. And you will also notice that the facility has gotten a bit bigger. Just a tiny little bit bigger. It's a wee bit larger. You know, like all of this didn't exist. Well, not for the thing that I will present. As for the final, we will see. There may be a reactor in the final game, but for what I will present, we will see. And look, the blorbos, they have spread, there are more of them now. Okay, let me give you a tour before I import all of those. First of all, walking. Now the sound plays quicker when you are running. It also plays when you're running into a wall, apparently. There is, of course, this corridor had the little bugs in it. It no longer has the little bugs in it. I forgot to put the collision for this. God damn it. Okay, well, at least I remembered. Come here, you piece of fucking shit. Why do you not work? Static body 3D. Where is the collision shape? Thank you. I guess box. Do not ask me why that happens. I still do not understand. It has been that way for ages. 4x4 and lower you by -0.5. Has been like that for actual ages also. Block on wall. And another thing I wanted to fix. There's also quite a bit more code for things that I needed to change to have things actually work. We are not going to go into that. Where the hell is it? There it is. You know what? It's vector 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay, take 2. Oh, first of all, allow me to showcase the shadows. If I reduce the shadow quality to catastrophic, you will not actually notice a difference here. I forgot that it doesn't really make a difference for the flashlight. But if I reduce the shadow atlas size, you will immediately notice a difference. I hope. You can see it has a lot less detail. Like you would expect. At half it is starting to be about fine, and on full it is good enough. And on double it actually looks good. And on quadruple it is very smooth. If I reduce it again to half, maybe you will notice a difference now from that. Not really. Yeah, the shadow quality setting doesn't make a whole lot of difference on the flashlight. Anyway, as I was saying, so somewhere here, probably this room would be the pump. And down here would be the reactor. This is a very sudden shift in brightness. Like through this door would probably be the reactor. It would also probably be a bigger, fancier door specifically for the reactor. Yeah, right. So this is, there was a corner here that inside that door is the freight lift chamber. Now there is a T-piece here and it goes forward. We also have sound effects for the vents. And they work. Now here we do have a small problem. The lights below illuminate the vents, sadly. I'm not entirely certain how to fix it, but I will find a way probably. And down here is the little guy. And you can hear his sound effects. He is coming. That needs realigning. Now he does have a few issues. He does clip a bit into the everything, but that doesn't matter too much to me. More importantly, this. He does not act normal when he loses you. He is a slight bit confused. He also apparently knows that I am here. Which I can hopefully make him forget. Nope, he turned too quickly. Oh, there is a dead end here. A dead end here. Anyway, he doesn't have collision, so that doesn't matter too much, thankfully. But yeah. How did you... I'm not sure how he go... right. He also sometimes does this where his rotation will just get completely destroyed. Make way, please. I'm not entirely certain why that happens. I'm going to stop now before I trigger any photoepileptic seizures. The red line is the debug for his path finding. It is the path he is currently on. Anyway, time to import all of those things that we made. Here, and this. And sign. Wow, that is a lot. Drop them in here. And if I look for the signs, there are now signs. So I can come in here. Over to here. And I can put like the... Actually, first of all, no. And I can take the... Not the barracks, the exterior. And I can place it over here. Why? How did you end up there? Fair enough, I guess. I can take the exterior. Put it in here. And rotate it. Like this. And like this. And this doesn't really work because of how I did things, but you get the picture. The point is, first of all, I should have kept the rotation, but whatever. Second, I think you can kind of see the vision, I hope. I think this is going to be pretty good guidance. Having done that, where is the player? There is the player. Take him out of there. He has been in the vents for too long. We do not need him in the ventilation. Can also place it over the door. There wouldn't be a problem with placing it over the door, but I mostly want it for guidance. Which also means that there is really no reason for it to pop up that early. but we're going to look into that shortly. Anyway, now we need a new material. Create new resource, standard material 3D, and it will be the sign material. Okay, transparency, alpha scissor, I think, albedo, U, shading per pixel, diffuse mode, Lambert, specular disabled, cal mode back, blend mode mix. Okay, roughness, metallic. Well, the metallic, the roughness also can be like 0.5 maybe. Shadows. This is fine, I think. Okay, so now we just need to set all the signs to use this. So time for a bunch of re-importing. Hello, arrow. Light baking, static light map, generate LODs, no. Material. This is so exciting. Re-import. And not you. You disable visibility range far 30. Re-import. Okay. This also reminds me. We are on Godot. Do you know what this means? Prepare to have your ears blown out. You may want to turn down the stream for one moment. I have warned you. Please confirm that you have turned down your stream. Okay, too late. Okay. I am glad it wasn't bad. And I am hope the volume is all good. Visibility range and 30. Re-import. No, I did not. I did close it. Why did I? Not you. One moment. Okay, I passed it. Where is it? I'm looking for something very specific. There it is. No, I did not notice it. I thought it was a very quiet section. Anyway. My failures aside, I really need to remember to turn those notifications off for the stream. So any news, Simax, since last time? Idle Slayer incremental RPG. Whoa, Simax, you're playing slop? Didn't know the bar I had to reach was that low. No, but maybe you had something else. This is the part where I have to do this for 10,000 years. And nothing is happening. And this is extremely boring. But it is necessary. For better or for worse. For better, actually. This is definitely for better because... yeah, and nobody figuring out where to go. Okay. Not disturb. Thank you. Did I finish everything here? I don't think I did. But maybe I did. It looks like I did. Do I want to cast Shadow Zone actually for you? Now that I think about it, no, I don't really want to cast Shadow Zone. For any of you. What happened? Is everything okay? Is the stream dying? No, the stream is not dying. Just opened the shortcut. What? What is the shortcut thingy? What does shortcut thingy mean? There is a window that shows you all the shortcuts on YouTube. That is news to me. Ah, God. Well done on your discovery, I guess. Any interesting shortcuts? Good luck on finding that. view. Static light maps, don't import generate LODs. This is very exciting, isn't it? No. Very exciting indeed. God damn it. Okay, well that is going to need some tweaking later. Shift/. Interesting. Okay, you know what? I am not going to bother with sector 31. I am not going to need it anytime soon. Future me may slightly regret this decision, but current me does not care enough. I am also not going to need you, but I am going to need you. Off and 30. And did I set for you? No, in fact I didn't do anything for you. I did do something for you, never mind. I just forgot the most important stuff. Arguably. Decrease and increase playback rate, I guess that makes sense. Well, that is useless for a stream, but that also makes sense. Alright, did you see YouTube added? For some reason, YouTube added the direct messaging. Were you aware of that, Simax? I have literally no idea, but leave it up to Google to add things that no one ever asked for or wanted. I don't know how, I didn't look into it, I just know that that is a thing that you can apparently do. And I literally have no idea why they thought that that was something important that we needed and they needed to put time into making. No, it's not like streaming could use any improvements. This always confuses me with YouTube, like with like 2 changes I could completely overthrow Twitch. And they are not even trying in the slightest. I don't know what they are doing. YouTube confuses me. Anyway, the exterior sign really doesn't need to be over there. So we can move it over here, which is much better arguably. And I forgot to change the sampling. Nearest map. Do not repeat. Okay, excellent. So the exterior over here. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, of course it's on mobile. I don't think anyone expected it to not be on mobile. They put all of the random confusing shit on mobile. Okay, 4.9 and 0.15. Where is the arrow? 4.9 and 1.55. No, it's like 0.15? Yeah. Okay, that way. Exterior that way. Just so you know. Other things. Storage. This is quite important. And 0.9? Yeah, sure. And green arrow. Actually, wait, what if I... where is the sign? Where are you? Why are you here? Go here, please. Where is the corridor? Oh my god. Oh. Corridor, barracks entrance. Yes, here. And put a U here. That's great. You're experimenting and I am the guinea pig. That's very interesting. That's also very interesting spelling on guinea pig. Cal mode. Disabled. Vector. $32. Uh, 3.9. Maybe 3.8. And move it. You know, actually, it's fine. Send. Where would I check it? Where would you like me to check it, Simax? Okay, this is going to be a pain. Yeah, you did kind of forget to say the most important part. Which is pretty important, you know? Saying the most important part is pretty important. Okay, what do we think? Let's take a look. You know, I think I can call the science a success. I dare say the signs are a success. Right. I did also add some developer text. And yeah, we are not going to use this. You know, I can show off the shadows here. Look at how much worse it becomes at catastrophic quality. At low, at medium, and at high. There is no extremely noisy code. It's not extremely noisy anymore. And you can also see if I drop it, the quality to... Yeah, you can see it immediately becomes quite pixelated. At half it's not too bad, at full it begins, it's the point where I'd say we are good. But double looks much better. Stop getting in my face, why did I put you there? Okay, so sector 32, storage that way. This is in fact storage. Wow, I was guided here so nicely. That was truly so elegant. And what does this say? Exterior? Wow! The exterior is over there. That's so useful. Why, thank you whoever made this sign and put it here. And yeah, this wall is... It's no longer annoying. You can't accidentally climb on any of these walls. And yeah, that's the exterior. That's so cool that the exterior is right there. Isn't that so cool? Anyway, we need to add more signs. First of all, corridor to exterior. The exterior sign. Can go to the corridor to exterior. Now, other than that, what would we like? That's corridor main. We are going to add to corridor main sign for the freight lift. That did not go how I imagined it would. 1.9. You have to open a link that I have to open a link that you sent me before the stream ends. Simax, do you understand how stupid that is? What? What? Huh? You are losing me here. What are we talking about? Oh, okay, that... Why? What's the point of that? That's stupid. Why am I surprised? I should not be surprised by this YouTube being stupid. Okay, anyway. Yes, the freight lift is down there and also like a bunch of other stuff. I think the important one would be to specify that the reactor is down there. So I am going to do exactly that. Wowie. 0.85. And is it any lower here than... No, just there, okay. And add the yellow arrow to you. And move it over a bit. Okay, we are cooking something. This is going somewhere, methinks. Right, I can set this to half resolution. Okay, so from here, I think we put another reactor sign here. Okay, a bit forward. 3.95. That's 6. With a yellow arrow pointing to the reactor. And we also want a freight. Okay, sign. Just go back here. This is easier. You and you. .95 and lower you by 1. And that's not enough space. So we're going to do it like this then. Okay, and to you I'm going to add a green arrow, which I have to rotate 180 degrees, which is extremely annoying, but it has to be done, and point that way. Now back here on corridor far, I can specify that this way is the, what do you call it? The ventilation. So I'm going to find the ventilation and place it in here. Subnautica, why is it back? Oh, it just rotated weird. Why Subnautica? The Aurora, okay, I think I can see that. I don't really remember what they look like, but I think that makes sense. Okay, ventilation that way. And from ventilation we can put a sign over here for right corridor infested. Sure, whatever. Or water pump. The Seamoth dock. Yeah, I don't remember that enough. So, okay, that is a compliment, I think. You know, usually it's a good thing when people compare you to Subnautica. Okay, so the water pump is over there. I think we also would like to specify that the exterior is the other way. Okay. No, it's like you, I think. Yeah. And an arrow red, which I can just move over here. Okay, so specifies that the water pump is over there, specifies that the exterior was over here, and we can put a sign here probably. That specifies that the ventilation is over that way. I think it will fit, hopefully. Ventilation is a pretty long word, so maybe not. You saw a Steam, your friend is actually trolling you. You saw a Steam notification that he was playing Hollow Knight, and you closed it a minute later and went offline. Okay, why is he trolling you? Okay, this is a bit awkward, but it works. But then stopped for no reason, he stopped for Mantis Lords and only beat it because I've made him do it. And how has he felt about you making him beat Hollow Knight? Oh, he has not beat it. Oh, he beat Mantis Lord? Question mark? Okay. And let's specify that disposal is here. Now you might ask yourself, how are you ever going to fit this? It's quite simple. Small. Just noticed you have a cut on your head. Ah, that's classic. That's classic right there. That is classic cut on my hand experience. Are you ever going to notice that? I am unsure. But I hope so. Okay, let's bake all of this lighting. Splendid. Turn it all up and turn up the brightness so that everyone... I'm back. Okay. Now, I cannot really test how these work besides how they work visually. And visually I think they are nice. Besides that, they maybe should be a little less shiny. But they do work. Like, okay, yes, now I know that the freight lift is over there and I know that the reactor is over there. The reactor does not help me, but I do not know that. And I guess you might notice the disposal sign over there. But it does need something more, realistically speaking. Okay, exterior, that's good. Ventilation, that's good. This would be the sector 34, so it will need another sign, but doesn't matter. So how's the cat going? It bothers you. Understandable. And you come over here, exterior that way, water pump that way. Okay, that's that. You come over here this way, ventilation that way. There should probably be like some kind of sign. Well, now that there isn't really a need for a sign here. The reactor is over there, freight lift is there. All done. You know everything now. Why is this like this? Yeah, it is noticeable. It is quite noticeable, thankfully. Like, you can't miss these two, certainly. It would be hard to miss these two as well. I guess it could happen if you just go without even looking this way. You can definitely miss the disposal sign over there. If I turn this down, it becomes even worse. But you might notice the scribbling and come to check it out. Oh wow, what? What is wow? Yes, indeed, the scaling. What is wrong with the scale? It does scale. It does in fact scale. Let's here. The lowest graphics options. 30 FPS. Yeah, I don't know that you will notice that it is 30 FPS, but I think I'm streaming at 30 FPS better than. This is the PlayStation 1 experience. Yeah, and now look at the shadows. If I turn them up, that is immediately a significant improvement. Flashlight, we do have a flashlight. What do those things read? I have absolutely no clue. Wow. Rate something and reactor. I mean, this is a vibe. I cannot deny that this is a vibe. Will lmao times 8 make a difference? Still not really. If you want a bit of a smoother experience, you can turn it up. I do not really suggest lower than 22% scaling. The vibe is basically here with 22%, but like, if you really want to, you can go 10, you can go however many pixels, 108 pixel gaming. Although I'm pretty sure this is more in line, this is 160, so this is technically correct. And yeah, now we are at the lowest graphical settings, basically. Yeah, turn off anti-aliasing again and everything becomes more pixelated. Turn up the FPS again. And on the contrary, I can do this, this, and put the scaling at 100%. And now we are at max graphics settings at incredible 75 FPS smoothness. And this is not even as far as it goes. If I really wanted to, I can do this. And now we are rendering at like 1600 something pixels and then downsampling to 1080p. Don't know why you don't want to do this, but it is an option. You can in fact do it. Anyway, yeah, I think we have almost hit the 3-hour mark. I should... What? What do you know about this time? Is it still choppy? Or is it just because I went to OBS? I'm going to guess it's because I changed the window to OBS. Okay. Yeah. Oh. That's strange. Probably fine though. Anyway, that is all for today. I am going to keep on doing some work on my own. Thank you for joining, Thimax. We might have more streams this week so that I keep working. I will be leaving school early since now we just have examinations. At least I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me take a look at the schedule. I am looking at the schedule. One moment. No. Not really. I will still come back. That's... Okay, actually the schedule is extremely annoying, so forget what I said about potential more streams this week. No, actually. Maybe. We'll see. Depending on when I get out of school tomorrow, then we might have more streams. We will see. Until then, did this change at all when I had... Oh yeah. You can see the spike when I turned the shadows all the way up. When I turned everything all the way up. Yeah, actually this is probably mostly because of the scaling. That's VRAM, not actual RAM. But yeah, it was rendering at however many, how much is it? 1080 by 1.5. It was rendering at 1620p, which is a whole lot of pixels. The RAM is this, but it is very not actually what is going on. It's very inaccurate. I would have to build the game to tell you what kind of numbers it is using. Should be no low. It should be around 1 gigabyte for the interior. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you for joining. I will see you again next time. So, good night and have a good evening.